thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. This was important to her. When it was still her, the journal falls open. About 2/3, the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out. It's a mix of logistical notes.
We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism. Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the... You have no idea what she means. These are personal. That name isn't mentioned as far as you can...
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing? The call? Did M call her? Were you supposed to find her? Even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? You didn't follow through. You should have shot her in the head. The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops being holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave. Or if I'll... Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. The entry ends abruptly. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan to run drugs for the most recent entry is from to even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run.
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like
This whole thing, don't get emotional.
She was in plenty of trouble, even without the murder charge. Still, it's a nasty business. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
His trust is well placed. You aren't.
Could have been Titus. Then again... Maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet, who acted as his... One thing is for certain. We have business back in the world.
The plane. mustachioed and mutton chopped. This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. These? No. These are old filament.
All you will find here is pain. Stop. Now. Crisis. Death. Be prepared. Make sure your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got...
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna... Shut up! You're not gonna...
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. There's something very wrong with him.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and...
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street?
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior fire.
Peaceful.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
No. We have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't. If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to enter the mercenary tribunal.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time.
I think he's calmed down. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire. He is. I was wrong.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today.
No one is going to kill anyone.
With a wordless gurgle, the leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip, even if it comes to a fight, it's always peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Yeah? Who did that?
Time. You had time to fuck around in that church. Jason.
Time is up, loincloth. Give me a name. Now! How fucking convenient.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? How about the kid? Tell me. The magic fucking...
Listen, please. This cop...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand, swaying, pointed at her. The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny...
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I can never Fuck this! Gene! Cancel Lizzie! Now!
He'll be ripped apart. They all will. The moment the third man opens fire, and he knows it. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out.
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner.
As he moves, the interlocking people...
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead. Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know. Our colonel did what he had to do. It was in your ship pipes, run! He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates.
He was a good commander.
Oh yeah. He would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up.
Listen, man.
Told us what? What did you say? Tattoo fuck. You'll die next. Right. Find his killer. Cop his killers. Stand.
They didn't.
Shush. Blood's all gone out now.
Big talk, but you got him to admit he's a bad leader. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner. The raddest. The killer. What do you think he does? Huh?
That struck some chord.
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that pig.
Lance Corporal! Just fucking shut up and wait.
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather shoot to kill.
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't.
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Now, you got them both off piste. He's phoning mad at her.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot eye. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something.
She's fucking gone! Stay cool!
I'll be okay.
She'll be gone soon, too. Company bitch is gone. Lely's gone.
Guys, I just get in the way.
Hold your ground! Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this.
They're afraid. All of them. No, the rest will stay. They will hold their ground, even if it means dying here.
Who the fuck is...
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left. She left. Her room's cleaned out.
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you.
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this. A small explosion expels the bullet from the chamber. With a puff of smoke, it hits the man square like dice rolled.
Go ahead! Give it another try. Do it, primitive. Kill him.
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady. From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's smile. Is there anything we could use? Just dodge the first shot, and the second will be easier. Drunks are quick to anger and make mistakes. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head, trying to see. Watch out! To your left.
God, please.
Two shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back. An unbelievable shot from Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has... Oh God, watch out. You see two cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger, a look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright. Here it comes. Death. You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis explodes. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip in. He's not gonna make it. Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Most of what's down there. It's all gone. Open your... No. It's just a fear. Even nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing...
You're bleeding out. Yes, keep talking. Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds, a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. Scream immediately. He's gonna die. No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappeared.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
The fight? There is no fight. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. And rotting. And being disinfected.
He can't go. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the...
Hours turn to days. Soon we will... It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double. Then it's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters.
Sunrise, Parabellum. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it... Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off. Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare...
Isn't that written on your...
Cops like it. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay. What happened? You shot the Major, and successfully, a firefight ensued. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not.
This is not the first person to die in...
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician... Yes. You were bleeding out by then. You warned me. I was able to disarm...
Thank you.
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened. This is the one. He's in a private hospital across the river. Colonel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's...
There is unveiled anger in it.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. 5. Glenn, Theo, Angus. And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her... No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but... a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership. She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince...
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts.
Yes. All. Yes, officer. 6 people are dead.
Plus 1. Ruby.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the... and...
His smoking. His hunched back. You have it worse. But he took a real beating. That...
reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were... We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
Good. You'll need to be... No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. Back to that shithole, he says.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join. I'm sure they're worried about you. I did. It's part of a detective's task.
Can you? You're pretty sure you can't.
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his... Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Easy now.
You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of yours.
How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Leafrater. I honestly don't know. Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. The harbor's in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce, I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of... Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. We could find thousands more if we want.
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you... What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep... I don't know. That's been there for years. Yes, God curse the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics. He does not know what to... It's morning outside, you think. He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is...
He sounds... That concussion must be making him dizzy.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to? Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
The bed's a little nicer now. You could get it. The fan stands still. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. These papers bear the stamp of the RCM.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift.
A gift. I am not drawing my gun.
Just don't walk into another Relax. Not everyone is out to try.
It's hardly surprising.
I'm sorry. The medicine cabinet is pity.
I always took you for more of a drunk than a chemical abuser, Lieutenant Hefreiter. She certainly had.
You clearly see footprints in the downy car.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the end.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, the island in the bay.
She was there that night. She would have known precisely. It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we? I find that hard to believe. But at this point, unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna, that is where the thread seems to point. So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
I just haven't gotten a
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything. He is trying to justify it to himself.
I understand. Of course. I mean, how do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
A red thread runs through the neon-lit shapes of a man. A red thread runs through the neon-lit shapes of a man and a woman. A ray of backward motion, 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had. A red thread runs through the neon-lit
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was an honest effort. I was watching until it went down. Called it.
He really wants you to realize that he was also...
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This established... Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out that I don't remember everyone who comes here. And many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Yeah, I was. Yeah. That...
It really took courage. Don't pick at him. He nods back at you. Just too bad. Make that 3. The lieutenant is nodding too. Hands crossed.
No problem. They'll come back. They all... Do I have a shaker?
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little... Am I smiling? Because I...
What you want is a goddamn drink. How is that so?
Like what?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. Hello, hello. So what brings you here? Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme. Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Convenient. But what are you doing here? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Well, here's to you. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynch. Nothing. That I didn't see anything. Why shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guard. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Sure, anything you did. And how did you like him? Ah, shoot. Why not? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. That he won't be there when times get... It is. On Sundays. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. What about me, gendarme? Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely... This sexual thing seems interesting.
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of... Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on. Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning. The last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to. The true symbols of security. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of we are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries, you can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here. Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man...
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon.
Huh? What?
He's very...
Our condolences for your losses.
Does he look...
He does not. While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
He wasn't. That's the thing. Tied...
There's nothing left.
He has lost its survivor's guilt. He feels like he should have died with the others. He may kill himself if he doesn't find a new purpose. Or else...
What? Sons of bitches.
Was this really the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit.
If you think this will keep him from offing himself, I'll make sure to remind him.
Titus,
What's gonna happen to the Hardy boys? Look around you, man. No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll see what he does with the whole Shanky business. Damn songbird of misery, that one.
And do you have any information?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all.
Move on. There's no catching her this time around.
Yeah, both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight.
That's kind of you to say.
I will. You take care of you.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must